Hi everyone, this is Selena Kraus and welcome to another LDRS creative card video. In this video, we'll use the Halloween High Jinks stamp set and on the cloud's edge die to create a split card design. So let's get started. Here's the stamp set. I'll be using the little unicorn girl and the pumpkin, the Halloween basket. And here I already have a pre-cut and a pre-folded top folding note card. So what we'll do first, we'll die cut that front to create the split card design. So I already die cut that. And now we have the piece that's left over from underneath. So we're gonna turn the die around and cut the other piece to get another kind of cloudy edge and leaving in between about 1 to 1.5 inches space. And I'm using a white glimmer cardstock to connect that split card design, split card front. So that way we'll have that glitter paper poking through the inside between the, we'll have that shimmer behind the clouds. So next what we'll do, we need to adhere to make it sure it's stable, so I'm using a strong adhesive and I'm applying glue on the edge of that die cut edge. As well, I'll add the same adhesive on the top edge of the glitter cardstock. So that way we'll ensure that we have nice and secure connection there. For the lack of better word, just make sure that when you apply adhesive on the glitter paper, that you don't go very close to the border or put too much adhesive, because when you adhere those pieces, it may leak through and end up adhering on the back of your card, so you're not going to be able to open it. So for the bottom piece, I did the same thing. Just I made sure that the bottom edge is lined up for the bottom edge of the back of my card. So here you'll see that the glitter paper is a little bit off, it's a little bit longer. So once this dries, we'll cut that. So I'm putting this aside. I put acrylic block on top. You can put anything heavy to make sure that it dries flat. And in meantime, we're gonna stamp the little unicorn girl and the pumpkin basket. So I'm using the LDRS Creative Hybrid Raven ink. This is alcohol friendly and it is as well waterproof, so you can use both for coloring with alcohol-based markers or any watercolors. Here for my card, I'll be using alcohol-based markers. So since I'm using the Misty, I decided to stamp this couple times so I have images for future use when I'm in a hurry and I want a quick card. So we have, because I stamped a few times to get nice and intense black look of my stamped images, I'm using my heat tool to quickly dry that ink so when I'm coloring I don't get any smears. Next I picked the colors I wanted to use and I'm quickly coloring this. It's not any rocket science, just using a couple colors to blend it together. And I'll use pink for the dress, brown for the hair, and blue for the little flowers in her hair. So I'm just coloring quickly and blending. I'm starting with the lightest, going to the darkest, and then vice versa, like a ladder. So I'm just coloring in the flowers now, and the ears and the little horn. Next we'll move to the dress. Again, I'm adding the lightest color, moving to the medium, then the darkest, and back to medium, and back to lightest. I've realized that this is the best way to achieve the most blended look. And from my personal experience, this is like the best way to kind of blend those colors, especially when it's we're using colors that are hard to blend together. So now that I have colored the images, I'll use the coordinating dies to die cut them. So I'm using some washi tape to secure those dies to the stamped image to my panel. So when I run it through my die cutting machine, they don't move, and I have nice and centered die cuts. So now by magic of YouTube, they're already done. And we'll pull that card from underneath the acrylic block or anything heavy that you would like to use to hold it down to give it a little bit of pressure to dry flat. And we're going to trim that excess of the glitter paper. So there we have that, and next we'll use the sentiment from the same stamp set, and I'll stamping on the right side of my card front using the same hybrid raven ink. So I'm stamping a couple times to have nice and saturated black coverage of that sentiment. So next it's time to finish our card, and I'm using some foam tape to adhere the little girl. And last thing that will be left is to adhere the little pumpkin basket, the little trick-or-treat basket. So I'm just trimming that excess of the foam off and adding that to my card. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in another video. Bye!